Hello amazing leaders, and welcome to day 83 of the amazing 90-day challenge. Just a week to go of these daily podcast recordings and lives and social media video updates as well. If you haven't already, please search for me under Amazing Leaders on Instagram and Facebook, and also on the podcast as well if you're watching on these videos. I'm also on YouTube as well under Amazing Leaders. We haven't come this far just to come this far, so if you're keeping up with me and doing something every single day for the amazing 90-day challenge, then just a week to go. It may be the toughest week that you have actually, so be prepared for that, but keep going so that by the end of the 90 days you've amazingly achieved something that you may not have thought possible 90 days ago. Also, it's good time now to start thinking about your next amazing 90-day challenge and when you want to be able to start that. I've got some ideas of my own which I'll share with you before the end of this challenge as well. So today's topic is, do you have a mentor? Now, I believe that all amazing leaders should have mentors to help them learn and grow. We shouldn't be able to go through this life and walk this path that we make ourselves alone. It's something that, as amazing leaders, it can get quite lonely at times. So to have mentors around us to help us is really key to make sure we continue to perform at our best. So I've got some ideas of what to look for in a mentor, and also maybe some things that you shouldn't look for in a mentor as well. So a mentor for me is somebody who is ahead of you, of where you are right now. Somebody who has walked the path that you are currently walking, and somebody that knows the troubles that are ahead, the highs and the lows, and everything else that comes with that as well. So you're looking for somebody that's ahead of you. Now, in terms of if it's a business thing, how many, millions are they turning over compared to you potentially? If it's a team thing, how many people are on their team compared to you? If it's like something to do with your personal world, what are they doing that is similar to what you're trying to do, but they've just done it either more or bigger or better than you're currently doing now. So whatever it might be, and there's so many different fields there that you can look at for anything from hobbies to family relationships to school and college, university, and then also in the business world as well, even through to retirement. If you're going into retirement, who has been retired a few years ahead of you? What did they learn? What did they discuss and discover with their partners and their friends and families? How did they do it so well? Or maybe not. Sometimes our mentors look like they've done it well, but they may have struggled like we are struggling sometimes at the beginning of things, like most people do. So have a look for somebody who's ahead of where you are now. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean in age. They can be actually younger than you, but ahead of you in maturity or in the size of the business or whatever else it is. So don't get caught up on age. They don't have to be older than you. Often they are, but not always. So have a look around for some people that are younger than you as well, but are ahead of you where you want to be. You also want to look for somebody who can add value to your life. That's really what you're trying to do with a mentor. Someone that's going to be able to come in and help you sort of leapfrog and jump ahead quicker than you would be able to by your own discovery and your own failures. I don't mind failing, I love failing, but failing forward, they can help you. They might be able to see that you're going to be failing at something quicker than you can because they failed at that certain thing as well. And that's really valuable to your life because it will save you a lot of heartache, pain, money sometimes as well. And also, the most important thing, it will save you a lot of time. So look for somebody who can add value to your life. That's really important. Also, like I said before, you need someone who can support you when things get tough. Because no matter what you're doing in life, if you're trying to be an amazing leader, if you're trying to help, motivate, encourage and grow other people as well, things will get tough. It's just a known fact in this world. You can write it in your diary in 6 months' time from today, whenever you're listening to this, and say something significant would have happened in my life over the past 6 months. And I would challenge that as, if you're an amazing leader, you could even say within a 3-month period. So 4 times a year as an amazing leader, something significant, something big will have happened within your own personal life, your own personal world. And that's where a mentor can really come in, because it'll often be different things that catch you out, things you haven't experienced before that they may have gone through. If not them, they may know other people in their network that could help you and support you through those difficult times as well. It's so valuable to have somebody who's gone through the pain you're currently going to go through or are going through to help you see the other side of that. So that's some things that I would look for in a mentor. Things I wouldn't look for: I wouldn't pick somebody who pretends to be perfect. That person that thinks that they've got it all sussed. Somebody that, on the outward looks like they know it all, and that they've done it all, and they've got the t-shirts, and that everything is fine, and they know everything, and there's nothing that could stop them in their tracks. You don't want somebody that looks or pretends to be perfect, because, as you know, there's no such thing as a perfect person. So if someone's pretending to be perfect, it means that they haven't really got it sussed, and I would stay away from those types of people. I'd much rather be around people that know that they're not perfect. Like me, I know I'm not perfect, and that they want to try and learn to be better, always improving, and realizing and understanding when they do fail and what they can learn from those failures. They don't brush them under the carpet, they try and learn from them to improve for next time as well. Also, I would not pick someone who's been out of the game for a very long time. Depends on what you're trying to do, obviously, so take that with a pinch of salt. But if you're trying to look for something that's more current, a more current mentor and what you need to do, then it might be worthwhile looking, at somebody who's, either still in the game ideally, or if they're out of the game, they've only been out of it for a short while. If we use that example of a retired person, if you're just about to retire, it's probably not great to speak to somebody who's been retired for 20 years. You might want to do that as well to see what the future looks like, but I'd much rather speak to somebody who's been retired a year or two at the most, because they will remember a lot clearer what it was like, and it will be more current in today's world than somebody who retired 20 years ago. So there's a couple of things I would look for not having a mentor around. It's important that we balance out our life with things that we're looking for and things that we're not looking for as well. Also, something to do when you do find a mentor is to evaluate that relationship on a regular basis. Every 6 to 12 months at least, evaluate it. You can even evaluate it with them to make sure that they're getting something from this relationship as well. I think a lot of people don't realise that a mentor relationship should be twofold. It should be reciprocal. They should be enjoying this relationship as well and encouraging you, and also getting something from that encouragement. It should make them feel alive and excited when they meet with you on a regular basis as well. So evaluate that relationship to make sure that it's still doing what you want it to do, still growing you and improving you, and that you haven't outgrown them, because sometimes that can happen. If you're on a real fast track to where you want to go, it might be that that person's helped you get to where you need to be, and then you need to look for another mentor. And you can even ask them to help you with that if they're open to that idea as well. If you want to check before you do that, it's okay to change. It's okay to pause and even stop a relationship. You can then see how much you need them. If you're reaching for the phone or reaching to send them a message or email, then you know that actually you haven't finished with that relationship yet. You still need them, so you can just get back in contact with them and say, is it okay to pick up where we left off? And the other thing is, it's okay to have more than one mentor for different roles and different areas. Now, the top athletes and performers in this world have multiple mentors. People like Tiger Woods, he has a mentor for his golf swing. He has a personal trainer mentor. He has a psychological mentor, and I'm sure others as well. So it doesn't matter, that if you can have more than one, then that's great. So pick different people for different areas and different specialities. I would be wary of picking people with the same areas, because you might get conflict there potentially, but you can always try it and see if that works or not. So if you haven't already got a mentor to help you with whatever stage of life that you're at the moment, and whatever stage you're on with your amazing leader's journey, I'd really encourage you today to look for one. If you need my help, you can always reach out to me. I'm very happy to help, either help you personally or put you in contact with other people, other mentors that I know as well. And I would, like I say, just encourage you to make sure you have one and meet up with them regularly, at least once a month, if not more regularly, depending on your circumstances and what you need from that relationship. So I hope that's helpful. I hope you'll have an amazing day. And remember, why be average when you can be amazing?